The ocean, being the natural habitat of all aquatic animals, is becoming increasingly dangerous day by day. Human activities have resulted in the pollution of this environment, leading to the regular entrapment of large sea animals in nets and lines. The rescue story of these animals, as interesting as they can be, doesn't come easy, and this happened with two fishermen and a humpback whale. In summertime, humpback whales migrate to the coasts of Alaska and California. In their breeding season, they migrate to the waters of Hawaii, Japan, Costa Rica, and Mexico. Even with their varying weight and length, they get trapped in nets and lines used for maritime activities. When this happens, the fisherman who discovers them call on the authorities to bail them out. However, this case turned out to be a different story when Nicholas Tarrin and Sam Sinstalian found a trapped humpback whale and attempted to carry out the rescue themselves. Humpback whales are seen regularly along the coast of Morro Bay, especially around the second half of the year. So seeing them swimming in these waters isn't unusual. But on this fateful day, the story turned out different. Sam and Nicholas, on their way back from an eel fishing trip, spotted one of these whales struggling with the water in this bay. The counterclockwise swimming pattern of this whale made them suspicious of what was happening to the whale at that moment, said Nicholas, who captured the whole event on camera. The experiences of Sam and Nicholas as fishermen made them detect the humpback whale's problem. The whale's tail was trapped by a rope attached to a white buoy. The huge mammal was splattering the water surrounding it, trying to free itself from the rope. The whale kept on splashing the water to break itself free, and from its movement, it was clear that something was holding it to the bottom of the ocean. With the whale's nature of ocean freedom, it got tired of trying to free itself. Sam and Nicholas alerted the Coast Guard, and they were told to await rescue, as a team was on its way already. After calling for help, they grew impatient and decided to cut the rope holding the whale back. This took them an hour and a half to carry out, and yet the Coast Guard rescue team was yet to show up. After 2 hours passed and the Coast Guard was nowhere to be found, cutting the line didn't help the whale escape as its back was still tangled in the rope. The rope was attached to the bottom ocean, and this didn't help the whale escape the problem it was in. They were informed by the Coast Guard that they won't be able to do more than that. Watching the whale struggle to gain freedom didn't look fine to them, so they decided to do even more. Knowing that the whale didn't have much time left and the rescue would take hours, they decided to take up the rescue. Communicating with the whale seemed to be the best way to help it, as jumping into the water wouldn't appear helpful to the whale. Nicholas turned up their radio volume and started communicating with the whale. In an interview, Nicholas recounted how he yelled at the whale saying, "We're your only hope, and no one is coming here to rescue you. So let Sam jump on you, or else that's your loss." Knowing they lacked the skill to carry out the rescue, they knew jumping into the water with the state of the whale would make matters worse. Despite all these, they couldn't leave the whale alone in that situation until the Coast Guard arrived. They weren't sure if talking to the animal would have any effect, but yet they proceeded with it. Surprisingly, the whale understood and stopped splashing the water. This gave Sam the chance to go closer to the whale and cut the rope, hold it, even though it was still squiggling. Knowing clearly that the Coast Guard wouldn't be arriving anytime soon, Nicholas said, "That's when we decided to get Sam into the water." They agreed that it was the best way to help the whale gain its freedom, although that wasn't the best decision. After the whale calmed down, Sam, after 3 trials, finally jumped on it. The whale kept on diving during Sam's attempts to get on its back. Nicholas started recording the whole scene after Sam's 3rd attempt. Nicholas recorded Sam's striving attempts to get on the whale's back. He loudly told Sam as he struggled to balance on the whale's back, get it before she dives." During Sam's attempts to get on the whale's back, it continually tried to shook its tail, almost crashing into the boat. Nicholas narrated that during this ordeal, the action of the whale almost made him lose his phone. After a couple of trials, Sam finally settled on the whale's back. Initially, the whale whipped its tail continuously, trying to get Sam off its back. Later, it calmed down after it sensed Sam's good intention. This gave him the chance to cut the rope holding the whale down, and the line finally fell and the whale gained its freedom. After this triumphant event, Sam raised his hand up in the air with a knife held down by his teeth, celebrating his victorious rescue. The whole event took more than 3 hours, and the whale was finally free and took a deep dive into the ocean. Even with their heroic act, the authorities, after showing appreciation, were upset with them. According to them, dealing with a large animal in that kind of situation could be very dangerous, and that wasn't the right way to deal with it. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Pacific Fisheries, things could have gone bad for the fishermen. Their spokesperson, in a press release, stated that they have had people die trying to get in the water, and they lost a responder in it last year. According to the authorities, the protocol is that anyone present around the trapped animal is to radio them about it and leave it to them to carry out the rescue. It is only normal for someone witnessing that scene to feel the need to help the trapped animal. Even with the stress, the time frame for rescue usually takes days, weeks, and sometimes months, said the NOAA. The agency was happy to know that nothing happened to the fishermen, and they had a message for the public. The video of these fishermen rescue act became viral, getting media attention. The NOAA responded to this through a press release saying, "We fear this video is a very dangerous example and may encourage others to attempt such a response in the future." In this press release, it was stated that trained rescuers have died during similar missions, even when they used the best equipment and methods. This was in reference to the death of a fisherman who had been rescuing whales for 15 years. Even with the successful rescue attempt of Sam and Nicholas to save the whale, they lacked the needed training and skills to handle the situation perfectly. The NOAA displayed the best steps to take in such situation, which is to never get in the same water with the entrapped animal, as they can be very dangerous and powerful with closeness. The authorities also stated that not every trapped whale is in pending danger, and there's time to wait for the professionals to come and rescue them. Even cutting the line might not free the animal, but make things worse. Irregardless, the heroes of that day had already gained recognition with the video. The viral video of Sam and Nicholas' heroic act got the attention of the producers of The Ellen Show. They got an invitation from Ellen to be on her show. During their interview, they shared their glorious rescue mission story. On the show, the video captured by Nicholas during Sam's rescue attempt was shown. Ellen asked them a couple of questions about them and their humpback whale saving experience. Sharing their experience and being on the show gave them much joy, which they clearly expressed. The fishermen shared their age-long relationship, which dates back to their college days. With their maritime transport license, they often encounter whales and other sea animals during their fishing trip, but that situation was new to them. Even with their familiarity with the waters of California, they lacked the needed training to rescue the whale, but still they proceeded with it. Knowing the danger that comes with that situation, they couldn't watch the whale suffer. They attempted saving the whale, which turned out to be successful, and this got them on The Ellen Show. The usual event on this show is that guests invited for the show go home with surprising gifts. The experience was the same for Sam and Nicholas. Ellen gave them gifts after they shared their experience saving the humpback whale with the audience. She said, "So, hopefully you don't ever have to do that again, but just in case you do, we got you these to wear." She presented to them 2 vests that says, "Stay calm, we can speak whale." Sam replied her saying, "Yeah." That wasn't the end of the surprises. While still showing appreciation for being on the show and Ellen's gifts, she had another surprise for them. An American internet-based company that specializes in image publishing service, Shutterfly Inc., gave the 2 whale rescuers a gift for their good deed. According to Ellen, the company is a lover of whale savers. To show their appreciation, they gave a sum of $10,000 each to Sam and Nicholas for their act of kindness and bravery. Thank you for treading this trail of tales till we travel together again on another adventure.